Yeah, I'm already recording. So we're good. What are you doing, Isaac?
What up, Brandon? How's it going today, bro?
Good.
Feeling a little numb today, huh?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, you know why? You know why I'm feeling fucking numb?
Why you got a little numb feeling today, Brandon?
Because somebody decided to not wish me a happy birthday. AKA Isaac.
I didn't even check Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook or anything, bro.
No, motherfucker, you didn't even say it now. You're just making excuses. You haven't even said it now.
Because now I just feel like it's empty.
Well, I would still appreciate it if you said it.
Hey, man. Happy birthday to Brandon. You want me to sing to you?
I gotta tell you the truth, man. Today's not my birthday.
Okay, dude. I was feeling really bad there for a second. I was like, God damn it.
I
would have mentioned something, certainly.
I wanted to feel good about myself, and compliments go a long way.
Yeah, they do. Is happy birthday a compliment to you?
No, but it's like acknowledgement that I didn't get from my parents. So
yeah.
Take it how you can get it.
That's true, yeah. But what about like that's the thing with all like the pointless holidays, like Valentine's Day and all the other ones, right? It's just like let's make a holiday to make people feel significant, and then when they don't get the attention, they feel depraved of it. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely a basic human attention need that needs to be met.
Valentine's Day might be the greatest scheme of all time. You know, Hallmark made it, right? So they could sell fucking cards more often.
I would totally believe that.
No, it's true. It's factual. You can look it up. Look it up, people.
Interesting.
What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I'm trying to think. It's Wednesday. We filmed the last one on Monday, right?
Yep, and this is episode 10.
10, baby! We're in double digits now, dude. That's pretty exciting.
And we've changed the fucking set.
We have.
I wanted to talk about that.
Shout out to Evan. Got the glare removed. Took down the posters.
We did artwork instead.
We got a little bit of artwork. You probably can't see it focused in from so far away, but hopefully we'll bring it up closer. One of them's my Sharpie drawing on cardboard, and another one is Brandon's depiction of...
The greatest multitasker of all time.
We'll show you later on in the segment, and
it's
bonus 100 points to whoever can identify what Brandon drew, because your hint is it is from... something we talked about in
a previous episode, yes, and it will be on sale, 100%.
That's a cool feeling, bro. We can reference stuff in our old podcast.
I'm gonna sell that.
Yeah, that's a Brando original.
Yeah, I wrote my name on it.
I'm
gonna show it to you guys later, so let's stop talking about it.
All right, yeah. So what have you been up to, though, dude? I think you did you talk about the test you had to go and take on the other podcast?
I don't want to talk about the test. People don't need to know about that. So
testing.
I don't want to talk about what test I had to take. It wasn't serious. It wasn't a health test or anything. But I did fail it. So let's talk about failing. I fucking can't stand failing.
Well, but before you said that, though, you said you can't fucking stand tests.
I can't. Well, no, I can stand tests. Just not that test.
Yeah. It's weird how
the
whole process of a test is very challenging intellectually, and like just as a human being, whatever the challenge may be, whether it's learning how to walk or a test you have to do for a career or something.
Right.
What's up with the disappointment that comes with failing?
I don't know. I'm not a fucking fan of it. Not at all.
That's the duality of life, right? Success feels so good and failure feels so bad.
I get emotional about it.
All of the most successful people, I think, or a large majority of them, will say failure is the first step to success. You have to. The master has failed more times than the beginner has tried.
Yeah, but I'm not a fucking fan of failing, bro. I'm telling you that right the fuck now.
But that's the thing. Every time you fail,
I got emotional. I got some tears in my eye. I don't like being told I'm not fucking good enough.
And it's not
like, where does that come from?
When that's the feeling that you take out of it. Oh, yeah, there you go.
That was great for
that. When that's the feeling you take out of it, it's hard to accept, definitely.
But most people don't, get a tear in their eye, fucking pissed off at the world.
They do.
I wasn't even pissed off at the world. It's just one of them things like, motherfucker, I'm not good enough. Fuck you.
And it's not that at all. Like you said, I think there's something to, you said like almost all the people who take that particular test has to take it again, right?
Yeah.
And I totally believe like in some career fields that may be the typical process. Like only a very small percentage of people pass on the very first time. And that's the thing, dude.
I'm usually that motherfucking person though.
What tests are, in my opinion, are human designed mechanisms or like human designed constructs that we challenge each other with, and the goal of the challenge is to test your knowledge. So the fact that you maybe don't feel good enough, or like you're not,
it's not even knowledge. It's if you can recite shit. Half the time is what a fucking test is. Can recite you read.
That's why the test matters all through all of it, because I hated standardized tests in high school. Like there's like the OGTs. They stressed the OGTs to us from the time we were in like 3rd grade, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And that was in high school. And it was like every year it was for the OGTs. And then once we got on with the OGTs, it was like, this is for college. And then what they didn't teach us was like how to pass the tests of life.
Right? How to actually fucking think. How to solve fucking problems. How to
logically solve problems and finance a mortgage and deal with things that you're going to have to deal with.
Take your first AIDS test.
Yeah, I'm not going to have to take a standardized social studies test and score a certain, unless I'm majoring in social studies, which isn't even a major because that's not what they call it. It's history.
Yeah, people are dumb.
Social studies is such a broad term. It makes me mad. Like English makes me mad in its generalization. I wish I spoke more than one language, but yeah. I've come to the conclusion lately that language is just information processing. So it doesn't matter how you do it as long as you get the information across.
Did you know, have you ever done like one of them 23andMe's things?
Dude, I was looking it up last night. I'm glad you brought this up. This is meaningful coincidences, people. They're called synchronicities. Look it up. I was looking at it last night because for a long time I've wanted to know my genealogy. It costs like $99 though for just the kit itself. Right. Have you done it?
No.
Do you want to?
No, but I have a buddy that I need to talk to you about because he did the test. Yeah. And he found out that it not only tells you like it can go real deep into it and be like you're 5% related to this person or 6%, 10%.
They go back almost 1,000 years, I think.
But that's not the issue.
Okay.
You want to know what the issue is?
Yeah.
Some of his fucking cousins are hot, and he's only like 5%, 10% cousin with them. Like, do you think he could still fuck them?
Dude, there are laws in some states that like don't.
No, I'm asking like, what do you think is too much cousin to fuck?
First cousin.
Well, how much percent is that? That would be like 100% your cousin, right?
So cousins are blood related through marriage and conception, right?
Yeah.
It's like they're not blood related, meaning they have the same DNA. They only have half of the same.
Yeah,
DNA.
They have 50%. So that would be 50% your cousin, 50% relation.
Yes, basically. Yeah, I think so. We're from both of our professional knowledge and genetics. Yeah. From what we can come up with right now.
I have a degree.
But would that mean second cousin goes down to 25?
Yeah. So are you saying I can fuck my second? Like, what is too much?
I'm not saying you could do any of this. Right? This is all up to you.
I'm just asking because it's not a friend who took this test. It was me. And I'm just trying to fuck my hot cousins. Is that weird?
No,
I was going to reach out and be like, hey, how you doing? We're cousins. Nice to meet you. Dude. And then now I'm like, I don't think I should tell him we're cousins.
Yeah, dude. No, it's
maybe
really,
happenstance.
Freud was definitely onto something. Like Freud gets challenged a lot in psychology, but Freud I think popularized the notion that like all men are naturally attracted to their maternal figures if they exhibit like true maternal instincts. In the same way with daughters and their fathers. Like,
I've never wanted to fuck my mother. I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
And see, yeah, that's the thing. And that may, like, for some people, that has to do with how the relationship with their mother is. And for other people, they're just not attracted at all. But what I'm getting at is, have you ever heard of Oedipus? Did you read Oedipus in Miss Spranger's class?
Yeah.
Oedipus was the story of, there's something called the Oedipus complex, which is where, you accidentally fall in love with people you're related to.
Yeah.
And it's an absolutely real thing, and that's how you can define. That's why you can't put a definition on love because there are no boundaries for it. But royal bloodlines used to wed brother and sister to keep bloodlines pure.
Oedipus, the story went like he killed his dad, and then he got exiled from the kingdom. His brother got the kingdom,
and he got his eyes gouged out.
They gouged out his eyes, and then he walked around the world, and then he came back, and they're like, "Oh, we need a hero," and then he was a savior, and he was blind, and then he fucked his mom and had a baby.
Yeah, he bedded his mom.
That's what they were writing about back then, dude. That's fucking amazing.
Honestly, as weird as it might sound, though, dude, I can only hope to find a woman as magnificent of a person as my mother is. Like, my mother is my ultimate.
Aww.
She's my ultimate measurable bar for what a woman can be.
Yeah.
Because my relationship with my mother is that strong, and not that I'm attracted to her, but I will automatically be attracted to a woman who exhibits a lot of the same characteristics.
I agree. There's some ladies, like for you said your mother, she has she's the perfect example.
Yeah, it's
you know
that.
what I'm saying? Like,
some women are just cut of the fabric.
Yeah, like Asa Akira. She takes double anal, bro. That's the fabric I'm rolling in. Woo-boo.
Hey, name dropping on this podcast.
Dude, I'd get her on this podcast.
Miss Akira, if you'd like to come on the podcast, hit us up.
Yeah.
If you don't know who that is, don't
pregnant.
type it into Google.
She's pregnant right now. Dude, type it into Google. That is... Who do you think listens to this? There's no females. And if they are females, it's probably that autosexual bitch.
No, it's not. I know a chick who listens to this, and she's super cool.
Is she a lesbian?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, tell her to look up...
She was in town last weekend, and we were supposed to maybe get together, but...
Look up Asa Akira and tell me she's not hot.
She's Asian, which is like, it increases the hotness somehow.
For me, I got yellow fever. I don't care what you say. I got bit by a bug or something.
I got the Oriental bug. That's so funny that Oriental used to be a prejudiced term. Like, that's back to words and like English. Like, words are words. People take them way too seriously.
Yeah.
Decorations
100%.
are also Oriental, but context is everything, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether it's rap or politics or whatever. Context is everything. But yeah, dude. Well, I don't know. What do you want? Do you want to get into segments, or you want to talk about anything else that happened this week? What do you want to steer this vehicle, bro?
We can steer it however you want. It's like a fucking boat at this point.
I'm riding in the back, homie.
I'm trying to think about what else. When did we record this?
Monday was our last one, so not a lot's happened.
Okay, so Tuesday.
We're doing 3 podcasts this week.
I fucking wasted so much time at work. I had to drive all the way up to Cleveland, and I just hung out.
You said you got paid all day to drive and didn't spend your gas and didn't drive your car.
Yeah,
it's amazing what people pay you to do. I have the fact that you're saying that. I have tried to move all of my bowel movements while I'm at work, so that way I get paid to take shit.
Oh, that's ingenious. That's ingenious.
Why would you not want to get paid?
Oh my god, I took the biggest shit today. I'm not even like, but listen, that's not.
Did you take pictures? Did you post it to Instagram?
No, that's kind of weird. That's not what I want to talk about. That's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is if you're in public driving around and you're not close to your house, where do you poop at?
Somewhere that I know has at least an individual bathroom that's not shared.
Yeah.
Not a Walmart, not a if I am familiar with the area, I'll either go to an establishment that I am under the impression will have a singular enclosed bathroom for one person, not a group.
I don't think you're right there, man. Because I'll tell you where I went.
It just depends on how fast nature's calling.
Dude, it was game time. I went into a Kroger's.
There's no negotiating.
I went into Kroger's and used the family restroom, and it's always clean. They change babies in there.
Can you believe families take shits together in there?
That's funny. Yeah, there's like this little baby seat that has a little harness right next to the toilet, so like daddy or mommy can like tinkle or take a shit, and the baby's like strapped in so you don't have to hold it. But it's called the babysitter, and I think it should be called the baby shitter, because what the fuck? What are we doing?
That's you need to definitely contact those people and get in on that.
I was gonna write on it, but I didn't have a Sharpie, and I don't do that stuff.
Start carrying a Sharpie, bro.
No,
you're ill prepared.
I can't write on stuff. That's illegal.
Says who?
The laws.
Hey man, laws are just like.
Laws
are just like tests.
You know, there's some state that it's legal for like.
It's really just like if you follow the provisions that laws set forth for you in society, aren't you really just taking the test of obedience?
What?
Like, isn't following law a test of obedience?
Yeah, not being an asshole.
Or it could be any kind of law, though. In some states, it's a law like there's all kinds of weird laws, bro.
Yeah, dumb law number 1. It's illegal to carry ice cream in your back pocket on Sunday in Ohio. I ain't even lying. It's a law. It's also illegal to hunt. It's also illegal to hunt whales in Ohio.
Because
there's a lot of whales in Ohio.
This is why we need to dismantle the entire system as it is.
Anarchy.
Because things have developed to this point. How those things could get put into paper under a formal rule and government amazes me. But like then again, it's kind of like YOLO, right? You know.
Yeah.
Have
you ever seen a young girl and thought you lived in a different state that had different sex laws? Like, there's some out there that's 16.
I think Vegas is the youngest, right? Is Vegas 18 or 16?
No, there's a couple in there 16. I'm not even lying.
I'm pretty sure a lot of Middle Eastern countries do it at like 9 or 12.
Would you move over there to sleep with a 9-year-old? That's what I'm asking. It's legal.
No, but I think the way those cultures look at it, they look at it in terms of when a girl becomes a woman and has her first menstrual cycle. So, like, by nature's definition, she's a woman. You
could just be a big white bandit running through middle school, bro. You 9? Yeah, buddy.
Don't portray me in this light, sir. Don't involve me in this.
I'm saying that it's a possibility. I'm not saying you're doing this.
No, I was actually...
Do you have a cutoff? Like, do you think 18... Like, I grew up in Ohio. 18's my cutoff. I truly think 18's my cutoff.
I got in trouble for having... I was a senior, and I had sex with this chick and got busted by her stepmom. And she was, I think, a freshman, and I was a senior. And I was 18 before my senior year because I have an August birthday. I have a late birthday. God. So I could have been the youngest in the year above me or one of the oldest in my grade. And I was one of the oldest in my grade because I started class late. And so I was 18 and she was 15.
And you was just laying pipe to a 15-year-old.
Not even. It was one time, and it wasn't even that good. It wasn't worth it because I got charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor, bro. She was on probation. Yeah, she was on probation. Her dad was straight up Nazi. We got busted.
She's just a bad girl.
I got in my car with my wet pants because we were in the hot tub, and I go to back out of her driveway, and as I look at my rear view to back up, the cops are pulling in the driveway. I was like 15 seconds away from Dodge, bro. But then like they didn't do anything. Then they ended up like letting me go. But then, like, yes, because she was already on juvenile probation, her dad filed contributing to the delinquency of minor charges to me because apparently her involvement with me caused her delinquency. Is how he looked at it. But he was like one of those, like, I don't know. She was a thought, bro.
Well, yeah, because her dad's a fucking asshole.
I don't know. I don't know anything about. Like, since that, I'd never talked to her ever again.
What's her name? Just tell me. It's secret. Just whisper it in the mic, bro.
Some people, depending on who's listening to this and who knows me, they'll automatically know.
Well, if she's listening,
probably not.
You're over 18 now.
If she's listening now, you're not a thought anymore, but you were pretty thoughty back then. And I was too, because we were doing thoughty things in high school.
AKA people.
That's what high school is about, being thoughty.
AKA people can change.
People can change, yeah.
You masturbate with your left hand or right hand.
That was I switched to my left once I started using a computer, so I can use my mouse with my right hand.
Bro, ingenious.
You gotta adapt to survival of the fittest, bro.
Ingenious. Dude, that just popped up in my head. I was just wondering. Like, we shake hands with right hands. Like,
it's weird though, you know. It's
definitely touch my penis in contact with my hand, like not physically, but in like transitions of properties kind of way.
That's how addition works, bro.
I don't know how that came up.
Oh my gosh!
It came up because I was thinking about everybody's hand I shook and like transit properties. Like
it's germy, man. You know, most keyboards and mice are dirtier than most toilet seats.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think that could be like an urban myth of science that I've just repeated.
I think that's an urban myth because I'm not typing on my keyboard with my ass
but no,
and shitting in it.
Think about how often you wash your hands after you shit. Think about how often you wipe your keyboard down and how often you masturbate at your keyboard.
Well, no, I clean my hands every time after I take a shit, so it's not like I'm getting shit on my keyboard.
Only if I break through the toilet paper. I'm just kidding.
This podcast almost hit a fucking 10 episode stall, my dude. I gotta reevaluate life if you don't wash your hands.
You finally figured out what that smell is, huh?
Yeah. This motherfucker ain't washing his hands.
No, I started trying to use those flushable wipes.
Yeah.
But they're moist, so it feels like, I don't know. You know, like when you take a shower and you try to get out of the shower to take a shit, how wet the toilet seat is. Yeah. It's like, and you also know how quickly toilet paper dissolves when you get it wet.
Yeah. Not if you spit on it.
Well, yeah, but when you actually
like put it in water,
put it in a significant amount of water,
that's why you gotta spit on it.
It falls all apart.
That's why you gotta spit on it. I'm not even lying. It's called a Mississippi wet wipe or something like that.
That is applicable in many situations. But what I'm getting at is
you go dry first, then you spit on it, then you go dry again.
As I've gotten older, bro, I have the Sharpie problem. You know what the Sharpie problem is?
No.
I just keep wiping and wiping and wiping.
And it just keeps coming?
And it just keeps, it's like a Sharpie marker, bro.
Turn around in the fucking shower, you weirdo. A.K.A. wash your backside.
No, that's actually, I totally stole that bit from Parks and Recreation.
Oh, okay.
And fun fact of the podcast, that scene in Parks and Rec by, what's his name?
Gary.
Not
Larry.
Gary, no, the dude.
Terry.
No. Dude who's in,
Aziz Ansari?
Not Avengers.
Oh, you're talking about Chris
Guardians
Pratt.
of the Galaxy. Yeah, Chris Pratt. He straight up improv that scene.
Yeah, let's play more games where you like say somebody
and you just
I just start guessing them.
I love those games, dude.
That's what listeners love to hear, so they can call me an idiot.
Hey man, what do you want to fucking hear?
Who won the Super Bowl 18? What quarterback?
I don't give a shit.
He played for the Raiders.
I don't know.
1979.
The only one I know who played for the Raiders.
This is all nonsense. The Raiders didn't win. The Raiders might have won.
Okay,
the
yeah,
Super Bowl,
I don't even know. Yeah,
but
I
the
would
Super
just
Bowl
guess.
did not happen in 1979.
See, dude, you were just giving me tests under false circumstances.
I do that all the
pretenses.
time. I think everybody should do that. Like,
I agree.
Have you ever like talked to someone and be like, "Dude, you need to listen to the song," and then you show them something like, "Oh, I've heard that before," and then they haven't fucking heard that before.
Yes.
And they're just trying to. I do that shit all the time.
Yeah, you are the person who
like,
says
hey,
I've heard it before.
Yeah, like, hey, you listen to that new
or
J.
this
Cole
movie
song?
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah. I was like, that's not even a fucking thing.
As I've gotten older, I've taken more consideration into whether I say yes or no to those kinds of questions.
Right.
And it usually involves who's asking, where I'm at, how much time I have,
right?
and
Exactly.
and if I've actually seen it or care about it or not.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Like if I don't give a fuck about you and you ask me, "Hey, you seen this?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I've seen that. Bye." I don't
yeah,
need to see it again.
If sometimes I'll do it like if I know you're about to reference something out of humor, like some people find humor in references. So like if they are trying to be funny, you're stealing away their moment of funny if you say no.
Right.
That's the thing about references and impressions and stuff is like it's fun to do them and then be with people and then see if people call them out. But what's not as fun is saying, "Have you seen this thing?" and then doing the impression.
Yeah.
But I'm super guilty of it with like rap music. Like I have a terrible habit of listening to music and then reciting the lyrics afterwards because I know people can't understand some of the rap I listen to, and lyrics are hard to understand depending on what kind of music you listen to.
That's right.
But that's the best.
You
part
listen to that mumble rap shit.
It's not mumble
you know
rap,
what that's
not, bro.
That sounded like shit.
Bro, we will go to war over this. It's.
Have
you ever listened to James Brown?
James Brown. Scoobity boop bop. Bap bap.
He never sounded like that.
Getting down. James Brown.
It's I feel good. You know?
Brown Town.
Yeah.
I feel good.
Is that mumble rap? Is that mumble rap?
I knew that I would now. That's a pretty good song.
Is that mumble rap?
No.
Okay. James Brown, Young Thug does what James Brown does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes good music.
He puts all of his emotion and soul into
I can respect that.
Into all of the subtleties of his words.
Right. And it doesn't sound
There's
good.
a really cool video on YouTube that it actually has a linguist breaking down how Young Thug raps. It's really cool. But I don't know, mumble rap, I really don't like mumble rap, and I get really defensive when people say Young Thug is mumble rap because I feel
I don't know anything about Young Thug.
Exactly, yeah. But I always I don't know, dude. I have this thing, and some other people do it too, and it is an annoying trait that I have. But the fact that I'm self-aware of it makes me a little more comfortable. It's like I have to stop myself from overexcitedly trying to turn somebody onto something like Young Thug or a band or something like
forcing it on them,
or Destiny or Coheed and Cambria or any of those things. A Young Thug. If you don't want to hear about it, I'm gonna get on your nerves real quick. And people who don't have the mind to say shut the fuck up. After I hang out with them, I'm like, damn, I just fucking really talked that entire time. And like, yeah, I hate that feeling. But yeah, that's just me ranting.
Have your nipples ever hurt when you ran? That's a shout out to the listeners. Yeah. Like, how do I cure that? Dude, I have pierced nipples. Oh my god, my nipples are so sensitive. I forgot that. Like I'm taking off my it's only the right one though.
I have my lip pierced, but
and I take my shirt off when I was running on the treadmill. I took half my shirt off.
You probably need to get a Prince Charles and hook them to your balls.
Yeah? Prince Charles isn't your balls, is it?
I think it's
I think that's the tip. No, Prince Charles is where they actually go through the hole of your wiener. No, they go through the hole of your wiener and then go through the bottom. They go through the meat of it, and it's like that. That's a Prince Albert because it's on the top. And then you got Jacob's Ladder, which is all the way down the bottom of your base.
Quit listening a few seconds ago, so I don't have to process these thoughts.
I don't think there's any nutsack piercings. There might be. Let's look it up. Hey, 10,000 listeners. Isaac gets a nutsack piercing. Woo, 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 woo. I get the tattoo. You get the nutsack piercing. Come on, take one for the team. Jesus.
No, not at all.
Why not, brother? But no, seriously, what do I do? Band-aids, tape. How do I cure my nipple hurting problem?
I don't know. That's weird.
Listeners, hit me up.
I'm trying to think of other weird things because I feel like something else. Have you ever you get Charlie horses in different parts of your body?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever yawned when
bad in the thigh, titty fucking? I fell over, hit my head on the wall. That was the end of that.
You can cramp. It's a real easy sex positions. Why is it so easy to cramp in sex positions? Right. But if you don't work out much, that's why. But damn it, no, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry, man.
You're good. Have you ever when you're tired and you yawn more than you could be a certain amount of tired, but you yawn more than you are tired?
Yeah.
So you just can't stop yawning. So you might yawn 10 times in a fucking hour.
Right.
Have you ever done that? And at the top of yawn, you open your mouth real wide, and then this part of your throat locks up?
Yes.
Dude. Worst annoying thing that happens to me.
He was talking about the very bottom of his throat, the whole bottom of your neck tightens up.
A too wide of a yawn.
Yeah.
It's like a Charlie horse in your jaw.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to undo.
It seizes everything up.
Yeah. It alarms me when it happens.
Yeah. You got to walk around like a baby bird.
Yeah.
Just
and I always know it too. And I get a real quick moment of panic. I'm like,
yeah, right.
Because I know it's about to hurt so bad. Man, humans are weird, bro.
I completely fucking agree with that.
Let's get on to our segments, though, bro.
All right, let's kill this first one in 3 minutes. We got it.
Right? Yeah. Hang on. Before we start.
How we doing, people? How we doing? Today is a lovely day. I cannot complain. Isaac is fucking with the camera because we need to get a better one.
Not.
No, it's a Patreon thing. I want people to give us money to get a new camera.
Yeah, that's right.
We got the audio.
Before we get into the segments, we're working on new Patreon stuff. And let me double check.
PayPal's always there, and we've just spent a lot on audio trying to bring this to you, and it sounds a lot better. And I think it's time that we step up our video game. So if you guys want to support in any way, Patreon, PayPal, there's there. Here's some current events for y'all.
Any contributions are gonna definitely go to our video stuff. Yeah. And
just to keep the show running, to advance the show.
Yeah, from what we've heard, the new audio improvements are good, and I'm really digging them. I can't wait till we get headphones to listen to.
I know.
But yeah, let's get on to our segments. The first one I got for you here is inspired by our opening song, which was Linkin Park "Numb."
Throwback.
So I've never driven an electric car. I think I've ridden in one.
They don't make
but not
sounds.
not to any extent. The great thing about electric cars is they don't have internal combustion engines, so they literally don't make any sound.
Yeah, you hear so much road noise, it's annoying.
People were getting in accidents, and people were getting hit by the cars because they literally didn't hear them or see them.
If you've ever seen The Office, that's why Andy was able to run into Dwight.
That's very true, yeah. Because is it a Prius or something?
Yeah, it was a Prius, but it was electric under 5 miles an hour, so it didn't make a sound.
Hilarious, bro.
Yeah, epic. But anyways... People are very upset that these things are quiet. So how are they going to fix it?
I don't know how many people are upset, but it's becoming a law that electric car manufacturers have to program in some kind of sound so that as humans we have a normal sensory response to the car running like we have in the past. And Mercedes Benz is pushing the envelope here because they are working with Linkin Park to develop the sound of their electric car.
What? Are they just going to have a song playing?
As soon as you hit the gas, it's going to be, I've become so numb, I feel you there.
I'll be only okay with that if there's the Jay-Z remix stuff.
Only God you will want me to be.
Jesus Christ. I hope the car doesn't sound like that. People. No one's going to drive that fucking car.
Yeah. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try.
That's when you're making a left turn?
Yeah. Yeah. And the Jay-Z version will only play when you're in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Or going in back in reverse.
The block, yeah. Hove. But yeah, it's just super weird to me.
To
Like,
OV.
it's obviously a PR move. Like, there's no other reason to incorporate Linkin Park, not for the musical abilities, not for the popularity. Their lead singer committed suicide in July last year. Like, it's just Chester?
Oh yeah.
But don't get me wrong, Linkin Park's a cool band. They were really popular when I was a kid. I know their songs. I sing their songs. I don't love them, but they're a cool band. But for Mercedes to incorporate themselves with this kind of artistic integration, I guess, it just surprises me, and I don't know, it kind of disappoints me because Mercedes are pretty dope, and Linkin Park's dope too, but the two of them together don't interest me.
Not at all. I think it's ridiculous.
So yeah, that's my little thing. Check those out, guys. Also, on the note of electric cars, Tesla just recently, I believe, is getting ready to move their consumer level, entry level electric car onto the market, which is $35,000.
Yeah.
Elon Musk's goal since he started Tesla was to create a consumer model electric car that's available for the masses, and that price range is right around $35,000. And you may even be eligible for a tax credit on that, which would reduce the price even more.
Yeah.
So check it out, guys. I think my next car, I've never had a new car in my life, and I've never had a car payment in my life, and I like it that way. But when I do one day, I hope to reduce my carbon footprint by getting an electric car.
Yeah. Well,
why not? Screw going to the gas station so much. I just want to plug it in when I get home, like my phone.
Yeah, because that's easy to do right now. Because
I don't drive like
because you can just plug it into your wall. You don't need any special adapters or anything. Give these people false information. Give them everything they need to know. They have to have a fucking electric company come out.
You buy an adapter.
No, you can't. You have to have an electric company.
By the time people watching this get their electric car, there will be an adapter.
Yeah, they probably will be.
There will be plugs built into your wall.
But as of right now, they
they
have to come to your house and install like a fucking power.
Yeah, you
generator.
do. I don't know if they have to, but you have to have
some
the
company.
It's kind of like a washer and dryer, and dryer.
It's more. It takes more.
But no, I'm saying the means to make the installment are necessary to the layman.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like installing your normal electrical outlet for a washer and dryer is not your standard wall outlet.
Right.
So if you know,
voltage.
you can take it upon yourself to learn what you need to set up that outlet, but it's going to take a lot of learning, and you might just need to hire a guy. But if you want it to operate,
just wing it.
Plug in.
Just wing it.
Yeah, or just plug it into the wall and have your car blow up.
No, just touch all the wires together at one time. That's how you do electrical.
That's how you hot wire, right?
Yeah, you're fucking right.
Right on.
Okay, next one is my.
You got a good one, right?
Well, I don't think it's a good one. I think these guys are some assholes.
Yeah.
They went into a church, which is fucking weird. A church built in 1096.
In Ireland, right?
Yeah. AD.
I didn't know they had mummies in Ireland.
So it's old. I didn't either. So it's old as hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then there's some people, which I don't even know how this is possible. They break into a church.
They said it was guarded by like a stone wall or something.
Yeah, go into said church, go down to the crypt where they keep mummies and shit for some odd reason. Why do you keep those things around?
It's odd that they weren't in a museum, but that's the whole thing of a burial, right? Burials are sacred, and this dude said like these people exhumed these bodies after years and years and years. Like
right.
that's such an offensive religious action.
They've been there for 800 years.
And that's why they're not in a museum, because do they deserve to be in a museum? Yes.
But listen,
the integrity of the religion itself, these people, the archdeacon, I believe, is the guy who they interviewed in the article. He said this is their resting place. It's especially with right to religion.
Well, they got the dude's head, and that's pretty cool. The Crusader. They got the Crusader's head.
Yeah, that was his nickname. Such a dope nickname, right? I hope someone steals my head and I'm the Crusader someday.
Right? Tell me, if you were the Crusader, would you let someone steal your head?
I certainly wouldn't mind.
If you had to go through the most upstream, like these people, these vandals did. Like
they did.
If they had to go through that, and me personally, if they stole my head, I'd be like, you know what, guys, you got that.
That's some serious planning.
You got that.
Undoubtedly.
I don't know what you're going to do with that.
And they said they took some other stuff too. So
but then it's also been broken into before,
yeah.
And they've had to heighten up measures. But you know what happened last time people broke in there?
What?
They just opened up a casket and started playing football with bones through the church. I'm not even lying. They started throwing it like a football. And then security got there and they actually arrested those guys because they didn't get away because
it must be boring in that town.
It must have been halftime during the football game, so they didn't get away.
Like, hey, guys, let's go. But no, on a serious note, though, what is the deal with humans and the need to exhume bodies? Like,
What do you mean?
Like grave robbing's always been a thing.
Yeah, because people get buried with
I talked about it. I talked
shit.
about it. Yeah, I talked about it on another podcast. Like
people are idiots.
If you do bury your loved ones with valuable stuff, you don't get robbed. You don't get robbed.
Either at the funeral house or, when they decided to move all that shit because they're building a road in that fucking funeral.
But yeah, we already solved this problem for me, though, because I'm not getting buried in a casket.
Me either.
I'm going straight to the ground, baby.
Woo! We're set. I'm putting all my money in my wallet.
I thought about just going
putting it in my pocket. I'm just going to walk until I die.
I thought about going concrete shoes.
Yeah? Cement sloshes?
Mm-hmm.
Get thrown off a bridge? Dude, I'm part Italian.
Just because.
I got some cousins that could do that for you.
There's no other way.
Like have it the true Italian way?
My body will never be in this. Just like my body will never be in outer space. I doubt it. My body will never be at the bottom of the ocean.
You're putting cement and fucking shoes at the bottom of the ocean.
That's true. I don't want to contribute to the...
And pants.
Yeah.
Because my cousins ain't going to throw you over the bridge naked, my dude. I'm telling you that right
now. But yeah, I don't know, man. Don't dig up graves, guys. But there is a show on Amazon.
Or if you do it, that was kind of cool, dude.
I don't know. I've never seen a live skeleton or a human skeleton.
Well, let's make that happen. Let's go dig up some graves. You guys can find us. Hey, that's fucking Patreon tier 4. $100. Come rob a grave.
Footage of us, yeah.
No, not footage. Just they gotta come with us.
Yeah, you gotta be the watch out.
No, we're blaming it all on them.
They're taking the rap, yeah.
Yeah, they drove.
That's definitely worthy of Patreon.
Yeah.
But no,
I think we got this. That's all. I think that's awesome that they got in there. They got away with it. They stole the Crusader's head. It sucks. It's kind of disrespectful as hell.
The picture is grim. Like the bodies look like.
Well, there's no heads missing in that, so that's bullshit.
Exactly. That's
they just tried to make that look the worst.
Misleading journalism.
Right. There's no missing heads there.
Yeah, at least show me the body of the head missing.
Let me see Crusader, or the headless version of it.
Now check it. Now check it. Yeah, exactly. Crusader is going to wreak havoc on this town now as a headless corpse, and he will.
Yeah, you believe in fairy tales?
The crusade must begin.
Do you believe in fairy tales? Is Sleepy Hollow a fairy tale?
That's the headless horseman, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an urban legend or if it's a fairy tale
or
a folklore. I think folklore, fairy tales, mythology, they all exist in the same realm and have been all passed down through oral traditions.
Awesome.
They're just stories that have been told through the generations by oral traditions. And there may be historical writing on them, but to my knowledge, I think they're just variations of cultural stories told by oral tradition.
The more you know, people.
I don't really know if I know or not, so fact check me, people.
Don't fact check him.
Don't be afraid to admit that you might be wrong, Be confident of yourself, but don't be ignorant.
If you listen to all 10 of these episodes, I guarantee you can win Jeopardy.
I don't know about win it, but I would so be interested to. That's what we should do, bro. One of my favorite podcasts, like they do the same thing we do, which is like speculate about science and all kinds of things. And one of the episodes, they have a legit scientist come on, and they have their audience pick some of the stupid stuff they've talked about over time and ask a real scientist.
We can do that, and then we could also bring in like a nurse.
Yeah.
And then have her like diagnose all my fucking issues.
Shout out to Annabelle. She's our Tennessee listener.
Is she a nurse?
She has a biology major, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, come up here and tell us everything we don't know.
Pick some stuff out that we have totally been wrong about.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Get back to us because I want to know if I were to sleep with a transgender woman, which I don't have an issue with. Like he was a man first, now he's a woman. Okay. I don't have an issue with.
He has boobs and a dick.
Well, no, he got rid of the dick, right? But they turn it into a vagina.
Post-op.
They turn it into a vagina. My issue is, do I have to look for a dude who turned into a chick who has a same size or bigger penis than me, or would I bottom out?
But yeah, the cervix is more shallow in a male, even if they have.
They only have like a 3-inch dick, and they turn 3 inches inside out. Like I'm still gonna have some shaft showing.
As long as you're 3+, yeah.
Biology people, get at me.
But no, that's some heavy stuff though.
What? About science or me sleeping with
post-op
men?
Post-op surgeries.
Yeah, it could be pre. Fuck it, right? Yeah. I'll sleep with anybody.
Leave bold. Yeah, make life bold.
Yeah, get your dick sucked by a man.
Get the best of both. Actually, get the best of both worlds.
That's right.
That amazes me though. That
you eat ass.
That mint. Depends on what time of day.
I respect that. I respect that answer. Answer. Let's move on to the next fucking current event. We went from mummies to eating butt.
Hey, that's always comes up in the end.
Just
don't eat a mummy's butt.
That's right.
So this kind of saddens me, and I don't like to get political. I almost changed this article, but basically this, just to touch on it real quick, it's off of BusinessInsider.com. Human rights group accuses the U.S. of killing at least 14 civilians in Trump's shadowy drone war in Somalia. So basically, the U.S. government could be guilty of war crimes in Somalia after evidence of civilian casualties were uncovered and an investigation was led by the Amnesty International. Found that U.S. airstrikes from both drones and manned aircraft killed at least 14 civilians and injured 8 more people in just 5 of more than 100 in the past 2 years. So literally, just recently, at least 14 civilians have been injured by 5 drone strikes.
Right. Countless drone strikes when Obama was in office. Hillary Clinton's used them.
It really has. Like, we are so numb in America to what our government is doing all over the world, dude.
Well, half the time people don't even fucking know it because it's not frontline news.
I just want to say to anyone who may get upset that I say something like that, this is not me bashing our government. This is me not having faith in our government. Right. I understand and am appreciative to be an American and to grow up in such a privileged country, but I have my own ideologies and beliefs about how archaic things are done here, and it just makes me very sad about how the power we have globally, and literally we don't solve any problems. We just keep going to war and killing people.
Well, if we kill all the people,
Vietnam now, dude.
If we kill all the people, there won't be no more problems. So I don't see what you're getting at.
Yeah, just global genocide. That's a cool band name.
Yeah,
global genocide. Global genocide. You're not gonna die.
Hey, we just started a fucking song. Fuck this podcasting game. We're fucking
we're going metal band style.
Yeah, we're metal rappers.
We're all gonna die. Global genocide. I will watch you cry. Die.
I like man dick. I'm not good at lyrics, bro. So
we can work on that one.
Yeah, well, you come with the global genocide, and I'll just be like, man dick. You know?
In the background, yeah. But I'm not gonna read any more of this article because it's really just depressing coverage of the U.S. military's involvement in Somalia, according to first-hand reports over there. And it's a wild world out there. I mean, they call it the Wild Wild West, and they refer to California because of the Cowboys and Indians. It's really the Wild East up in this bitch, bro. The eastern part of the world is the oldest part of the world, and shit will never stop going down there.
No,
I really do. I have to make it to that part of the world before I die. I'll be real sad if I don't, but I don't want to die while I go there.
Right. You have a chance. Because
I could die right now, bro.
You could. You know how? You get attacked by a fucking squirrel.
Or
a Florida man was attacked by a crazy squirrel. Gun.
I forgot. I didn't know you were going segue. Yeah.
Fucking listen,
dude. Squirrels?
They've been waiting for this tagline forever. Florida man attacked by a crazy squirrel. Gone nuts. Like, get the fuck out of here. Write something better. You
they
fucking
should have added the rest of it. And it was raised by
they need to add the rest of it. So a dude who was living in Florida ended up getting attacked by a squirrel who was actually a pet of his neighbor's. Who the fuck has a pet squirrel?
The same people who have pet ferrets.
You fucking weirdos.
People who have rodents as pets, they're not really weirdos. Like rats and mice.
No, I would call them a weirdo.
Yeah,
like, they can listen to this show. I can hang out with them.
Yeah.
Just don't bring that fucker around me.
Don't be mad when I classify you as such, because that is a weird thing to do.
You're just weird in that
respect, yeah.
In that respect. Like, you might be an awesome dude.
Everything else cool. Cool music taste, cool art, everything else. Yeah. Great style, just weird rodent dude.
Right?
But yeah, I don't know, dude. There's something and squirrels are rodents, are they not?
Yeah. But they taste good.
I don't think I've ever had squirrel. I think I probably have. I really like rabbit and pheasant. And people like sometimes get appalled about talking about eating rabbit, and it's like, no, they're really good.
So also, the dude who got attacked by said squirrel decided that he was going to chase down the pet squirrel and shoot it with his BB gun. And he took 10 shots, and the squirrel is still alive. So that dude's the worst fucking shot ever.
Or it's just a BB, and this was this squirrel was clearly like on some roids, like on some good.
Well,
crack.
It's getting good food because it's a fucking pet of a fucking neighbor because they're fucking weirdos.
People, like
how is that? That's not even like. A pet is domesticated.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Like, what is it about people that think that they can domesticate wild breeds of animals.
Right.
There's really a missing link in their logical thought patterns in that not every animal... I don't know if not every animal can be domesticated, but any person should be able to admit that the wild urge in any animal is stronger than any kind of first generational domesticated training.
Yeah.
Like you hear about wolf packs and like people who raise wolves.
Yeah.
The wolves don't even get domesticated around human interaction until second or third generation if they are truly bred wolves.
Right.
It takes time to do those things.
But the squirrel didn't have rabies.
But this dude had a homeboy at the neighbor's house, I guess.
So this guy's gonna live.
How did the neighbor get the squirrel?
I don't know. This is probably the stupidest. It's probably not even a thing. It's probably a squirrel that lives in a tree and the dude's backyard.
It was probably written by a squirrel.
And the neighbors was probably like, "Oh, that's my pet squirrel." He's probably some loser neighbor in fucking Florida, some fucking white dude.
I think this article was written by a squirrel, bro. I think that's exactly what happened.
I think that I shouldn't have brought this up. That's what I think.
No, I think it's
stupid.
It goes along with all of our relatable podcast bits about animal shit.
Don't have a motherfucking squirrel
That's
as a pet.
one of our playlists for our segments on YouTube. We need to make a playlist called Animal Shit.
Animal
It's going to be all of our episodes of us talking about animals being animals and how humans are so stupid and get surprised when animals are animals.
And then the biggest playlist on YouTube will be Is Brandon Gay? And we'll just put every clip of me talking about dick up. Deal?
Yeah, like the one you were just talking about, like the man dick.
Yeah.
During the middle part, yeah. just right in the middle, man dick.
Man dick. We'll create that song for you people. Don't worry.
Just wait, people. We're getting all kinds of equipment. It's gonna be game over. We're gonna be making our own intro tunes. We're gonna be making our own jingles. Yeah. We're gonna be our own sponsor here soon.
Yeah. 100%.
This one's kind of funny too. It's from Newsweek, which Newsweek is Newsweek, but it's just like a preposterous thing. So anyone who follows like Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, they'll know that the Dalai Lama is incorporated with the Buddhist religion, and the Dalai Lama himself is believed to be the 14th. Let me see.
14th reincarnation.
He is, basically. I believe so, but I didn't want to. Yeah. So, told Reuters on Monday that after he dies, the Chinese government may attempt to intervene and choose a successor rather than recognize reincarnation. He said that nobody will respect the Dalai Lama in China should another appear in the free country of India, where he has lived in exile since 1959. So, basically, you have this dude. So, the Dalai Lama is the equivalent, if there were a Christian equivalent, it would be some dude walking around claiming to be the Godhead representative as Jesus was when he was believed to walk the earth.
Yeah.
He is that embodied physical person that the Godhead speaks through.
Right.
So when that person dies, the religion of Buddhism believes in reincarnation.
Right.
The soul in that body will be incarnated into a new body. What I am not familiar with is how they decide that successor. Right. But in this case, China appears to...
Throw back to King of the Hill. They actually go around and they find people who are in the church and whatnot, like young children, and they place out like 100 and some odd objects. Okay. Kind of like, the Holy Grail thing. Right. And you have to pick the right one or you die. Okay. Well, this one is you need to pick the right one, and that proves that you are him because you can pick out
it's like a certain
property.
Test about, that's really...
That's one of the tests.
Only he could know.
That's one of the tests.
That's really... I'm really interested into those kinds of tests because after...
Because they're bullshit? Yeah, I agree.
Definitely. So yeah, that's I don't know if it look into. I talked about Hinduism when I read that book Dharma.
I've been looking into religion. 100%.
I rewatched some of that podcast and I really liked our conversation because you were inquiring about what to believe in. Have you made any progress with that?
No, just more things not to believe in.
Hey, that as long as you're weeding them out, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what's up. Do we have another segment? You said
surprise, right? I wanted to actually... Last one's kind of a surprise. So we are incorporating the UFC into our podcast, I think. We're just going to have a little segment. They have fights every single fucking weekend now.
So are we going to have a podcast while the fight's going on? Yeah. This Saturday?
Yeah. We'll record it.
Are we going to release it Sunday?
Yeah, we'll probably release it Sunday.
Cool. I don't know if we'll get into any trouble if we actually put the footage of the fight on, probably.
Yeah.
Like the NFL.
No, the UFC is really stringent.
Yeah, way better. Like, even though the NFL still says any unauthorized reproduction, the UFC actually prosecutes for it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, they don't even like pictures.
Even though I watch all my UFC fights on Front Row Sports. Shout out to y'all. Always got a live link for me.
What up? But anyways, this weekend it's Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Is this your favorite UFC fighter you were talking about?
No. I'm going to bring him up, though. We're going to talk about the fight night this weekend.
Gotcha.
So it's Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He's really big in karate. He got hands.
Karate.
Feet.
Karate.
Yeah. He has a weird stance. And he's pretty decent. This is welterweight also. And,
which is what range of weight? 125? 145, 35?
No, 170.
170?
He's 6 foot, weighs 170.
That's a good build.
This dude has a kickboxing record of 58-0. So he's pretty good at kickboxing. And in the UFC and mixed martial arts, he has 14 wins and he only has 3 losses. And the 3 losses twice are in championship fights in the UFC.
So it sounds like the UFC is his weak point.
The champion, the old champion, was his weak point. Was his kryptonite, but he's exciting. He stays on his feet.
Stephen Thompson is such a plain name. I'm sorry for your plain names.
Yeah,
but you're a savage.
Yes, he is, and he likes to kick people in the head. So doesn't Dustin Poirier. Who is also fighting. That's who he's fighting. This is just the main
favorite
card.
Favorite rapper? No, not yet.
No, not yet. This guy. This is who's fighting, Mr.
Thompson.
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
Cool.
Yes.
Is that the prelim fight or one of the main cards?
This is the main event.
Ooh, okay. I was unaware of that.
Yes. So. Fights at
and Derek Lewis got beat last time, right?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Any upsets last week?
No, not really. Well, yeah, Jorge Masvidal versus Darren Till. That was the upset. Everybody was rooting on Till, and Jorge lit his ass up. Mollywopped him.
Did you say that was the one where there was a big fight afterwards?
Yeah. Versus Leon Edwards. Yeah. But anyways, Dustin Poirier. He's Dustin the Diamond Poirier. He has 24 total wins in mixed martial arts and only 6 losses. But I'm going to go with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Okay.
And if anybody wants to throw a bet on this, hit me up before Saturday, and we will do it.
We need a bookie.
Yeah. No, we don't. Just hit me up on
Sports gambling is legal in Ohio now, right?
Yeah, I don't even care if it is. Just hit me up on fucking Twitter. Get me in my DMs.
Let's get it started in.
But the only reason I brought up this fight, because we're going to watch it, is because now I need to tell you about my favorite fighter of all time.
Please do.
And his name is Jared Wyatt. And he has a professional mixed martial arts record of 1-0.
Nice.
Right?
So why is this guy your favorite fighter?
He likes to do mushrooms.
That's cool.
Right? He did it with his sparring partner.
That would be and how much? Do you know?
They split a eighth.
So an eighth is 3.5.
No, they split a quarter.
The eighth
so they got
3.5 grams. So basically about.
No, they split a quarter. They got 7 grams.
About
apiece.
1.
Okay. They
wow.
went deep.
Jeez.
They went deep. And when they went deep,
you couldn't spar if you did that, bro.
No, they didn't spar afterwards. They decided to have a conversation about religion.
Okay, yeah.
Well, not really a conversation about it. Jared Wyatt thought he was God and thought his sparring partner was the devil. So Jared Wyatt decided to lie his sparring partner was alive, cut out his tongue, cut open his heart, take his heart out of his chest, gouge out his eyes, why he is alive, and then cooked said heart in the stove. And then the cops came. No, 100%. Jared Wyatt. Everybody look it up. Jarrod Wyatt. Yatt.
Dude, how did I not hear about this? When did this happen?
This happened in 2007, I do believe.
So he's not fighting anymore.
No, it happened in 2010. It happened in 2010.
Okay.
So he's in prison for 50 years, which isn't that long.
Holy crap.
Right.
Dude, that's what's nuts. If you've never taken that, that's why I was going to say you couldn't spar if you took that much.
Right.
Because when you have those intense experiences, not only do you question reality, it seems realer than the reality you remember.
Right.
The one that you're experiencing.
Right.
His partner probably really was the devil that he was seeing.
He did a little bit of...
that those were unfaced subconscious thoughts that were permeating his psyche during that trip. I guarantee it.
Have you ever seen Silence of the Lambs? No.
I've seen Silence of the Goats.
Silence of the Lambs is where that one dude, Hannibal Lecter, Clarice, well, he pulled that move and cut off the dude's face too.
Yeah. Dude, cutting out tongues is
but the autopsy report found out that the heart was open, cut out while he was still alive.
How did he? What tools did he use?
I don't know, bro. I'm not wondering about that. This is just my favorite fighter. I guarantee you, he won that fight. He's 2-0. He's 2-0, man. Fuck that 1-0.
That's pretty good, yeah. Wow, man. I'm gonna have to look. There's got to be a documentary on that or something.
I doubt there is, but we'll probably make one if there's not.
God damn.
So, but the police walked into the door and found Jared butt-ass naked, covered in blood. So I don't really know what was going on, why he was naked.
Yeah. No, I had a really bad trip, my worst acid trip that I ever had, which happened last summer.
Yeah. Did you get naked? And kill anybody?
No, there was blood. I got the cops called on me. I got, what was it? Not aggravated assault. It's
oh God.
No, it wasn't that. It was just
domestic
the thing.
Violence.
No, it was just the thing you get when you're drunk and disorderly conduct.
Oh, disorderly conduct.
I got charged with disorderly conduct. The cops brought me home. When the cops brought me home, they took me out of the car, and my parents were out front. And he asked me how old He didn't ask me how old I was until I got home.
Damn.
And I'm 27. And when he asked me, I said 29. And my mom was standing right there. And she's like, "You're 29." But anyways,
27, right?
Yeah. She's like, "You're 27." And I don't understand why I said 29. But anyways, I came upstairs and I ended up taking a bath to get all the blood off of me and stuff. And my mom and dad both said that I was just wandering around upstairs naked.
I respect that.
Just with no regard to who was downstairs, the lights were on and everything.
Fuck them.
Clothes go out the window, bro.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, clothes are ancient compared to psychedelic experiences.
Right, get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to trip balls and be naked. Leave me the fuck alone.
Hell yeah. Well, I think we
pull out that Derek Lewis line. Why are your clothes off? My balls was hot.
And now your face is gone and your tongue is gone and your heart is out.
Yeah, and I'm cooking them.
My balls ain't hot no more.
Yeah, exactly. I'm naked. I'm cooking your heart.
Oh, man.
We're having a party. Woo-woo.
Yeah. Well, I think we're about to our time on our camera. You got anything else to talk about today?
No. Show up on Saturday for the UFC.
Yes. UFC will be doing that one. That should be out on Sunday. And also inviting any listeners that want to come out on Tuesday next week to Bossy Girls Pinup Joint. We're going to be doing an open mic stand-up night there. There was quite a few comedians there last time.
Yep. Let's jam-pack the place.
Yeah, come on out
and
see
talk
us.
Shit.
And I think we found out about an improv group that we might be going to sometime.
Improv. Booty boop. I can talk about men dick there. You can be, how's the song go? Go.
Global genocide. Global genocide.
Man dick.
I will watch you die. I will watch you die.
Man dick.
Global genocide. Global genocide.
Man
die. 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 Die.
Dick. All right, guys, we're done. We'll see you later.